Hey, Steve, how you doing? Thanks so much for being here.
Sure. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's an honor to have you on the show every once in a while. Actually, I want to make it a point to have you on here more often. But those who are brand new watching, this is Steve Young from the Everywhere with Steve Young 74 channel. Steve always offers good information. Steve, I noticed, like myself, you have like the books behind you. Do you think that people can actually make a buck or two selling books?
Yes, you can. It's still active. There's this place that I have that's about maybe 10 minutes away by car if the traffic is right. And if you have any old books laying around that you don't use, that's really of no value, you can go there and, you know, you can, they'll give you money for the books. They'll give you a certain dollar amount. And then you can take that money and reuse it in the store. You can get different books with it and stuff like that. And it's not bad. It's a good thing. If you don't want to do that, there's always libraries. They will take pretty much any kind of book. If you have a book that you just want to donate, that you don't want, they'll gladly take it. Um, I can't remember if they give you any type of credit for it or not. I don't. It's been so long since we went to the store that you can, give the books for cash or a library. So I can't remember right off. It's been at least close to 20 years, maybe. So I don't remember exactly right off the
But the
details.
options, all sorts of options can exist. And I'm glad we're talking about that for a brief second. There are ways and there are ways to make money. And I'm so glad we touched upon the library, the book things we could donate to libraries, our own libraries in our own homes, for example. The books are just sitting there as if it's like a nailed picture on a wall. If you read it already, if you read it even twice, why don't we consider offering some value to someone else? It's not a valuable thing if you're not getting something from it for either yourself
Yeah.
or for someone else, right, Steve? So that's great. Let's talk about value for a second. And this is kind of like a subject that Steve and I both we've been trying to consider mentioning it for some time, but we get caught up with being busy or whatever. First of all, Steve and I would both like to congratulate you for being such kind members by viewing, by clicking like, by sharing the videos. That is so important. We really appreciate it as
Mhm.
content creators. And for the ones that also, in addition to that, take a moment to donate, like, money literally to the content creator, we need to let you know we both feel it's important to disclose a couple of things. One, that first of all, number one, we appreciate it. Also, the next thing is that X number of percentage is taken out from the powers that be that we have here. But there's another percentage taken out for those that use another method of paying it. Steve, you've had that happen to you. I think I'm not sure if I had that happen to me, but you've had that happen to you. Am I correct? When people might have used the Apple Pay method, is that it?
That's it. Because, and I even went back because there was one time I got a super thanks and I went over and looked. I did the math, you know, and I know what 30% of a certain amount is. It's not hard to figure out. But when I went back and looked at it, I said, why is this coming up less than 30%? It was something like 45. I was only getting 45 or 50% of the money, just, that was missing. So I happened to go to Google. Google doesn't know everything, but it knows a lot. And I said, when you use Apple Pay to give a super thanks, is there a percentage that is taken out? So when I looked it up, come to find out, Apple Pay, in addition to the 30% that comes off of Google, where they or YouTube, where they get their part, Apple Pay will get another 15 or 20% of that money. So the content creator is not getting anywhere near what you think they are. In fact, it actually gyps the content creator, and it's also, you know, taking money away from the person making the contribution, so or donation. So you have to be careful when you use any type of Apple device, iPad, Mac, iPhone, anything that you use to make a contribution. Apple's going to get their part. It has to be because I'm not getting 30% of whatever it is that the super thanks is. It's because I'm not getting as much.
And myself personally, I'm just like sharing my opinion. I have no problem with the the powers that be here that we have signed up to. Deservingly, they should have. I don't understand that additional one if a person's using a device, from that, but that's what they do. That it's like an additional percentage out. It's kind of weird. Like the content creator should get a little. So the bottom line is good suggestion. If at all possible, you're so kind to and wonderful to do the donations. But if you're doing it from an Android, then only the correct amount, you know, what we should be
30%.
doing, not
Right.
this additional thing. It's just really, really important to know. We mentioned this now for a reason. There are a couple of occasions. Steve is very, very kind not to mention, but Steve has a couple of occasions coming up. One of them is Steve's tubiversary, which will be on the 19th of October, and we will be doing a show together, right, Steve? That'll be great.
Hmm.
So mark your calendars for October 19th. 4 years on this platform. Amazing.
Hmm.
And then on October 31st, Steve has a very special birthday, his 50th. Just thought that it's very important to
Yep.
mention it. Now, Steve, at some point you may be maybe just only accepting for the remainder of the year at some point for the Amazon gift cards. Am I correct?
Yeah, I wanted to, you know, segue into that. Whenever somebody leaves an Amazon gift card, whatever the amount is, whatever amount you choose to, you know, that whole amount goes to the content creator. There's nothing taken out. So, and you can go to Amazon website, and in less than 3 minutes, you can send anybody an Amazon gift card. It's very easy. It's self-explanatory. It tells you how to do it. But if you go and say, "Oh, I want to send somebody a $5 or $10," they're going to get the entire money. There is no deduction taken out from that. In fact, it's any gift card. Well, most of them anyway.
And it's
But in
just so
this,
kind, if the person, a person's to, consider to do that, it makes life a lot, easier. But go ahead, Steve. I'm
in the
sorry.
case of the Amazon gift card, yes, there's no money taken out. It's straight whatever you donate, or whatever you want to send. 20, they get 20. 30, they get 30. 10, whatever the amount. There's nothing deducted. And I'm an Amazon shopper, so it does benefit me.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, aren't we approaching a Prime Day? Maybe the date that this airs. This is going to air on Tuesday, the 8th.
Right. Prime Day is October 8th and 9th, which is Tuesday and Wednesday.
Wow. Wow.
So don't get me
Hmm.
wrong. There's a couple of things I've got in mind I wouldn't mind purchasing at the moment, and it is on sale, but I'm going to wait and see if they might lower it again. That's why
Yeah,
I hold back to buy anything. Oh no, no.
exactly.
Oh no, no. I try to be a very smart shopper, and because one of my prior experiences of work, you might as well say I'm in retail. I have dealt with buying and selling in the past. So I know how that works, the up and the down. So if there's something I want to buy, I definitely monitor it. I look at the price from day to day, you know.
That's awesome. And that's the right thing to do, us frugal as frugal purchasers. I mean, to not only just get a deal. I'll give you an example in my case, and then we're going to go. We don't want to hold anyone up early in the morning. One year when I made the decision to stop paying $20 a week to do my public laundry, $20 a week, because I thought I deserved to have it picked
Yeah.
up and folded and delivered. I said, this is a ridiculous cost. So then, literally on the Amazon gift cards that I received during my birthday period, time of year, which coincides in December with Christmas time, I was so blessed that I was able, through my Amazon gift cards, to buy a miniature portable washer. And I've done videos about it, Stephen. How many times I'm talking to you and saying, oh, I want to go wash my clothes, and then we'll get back and start talking. It came in handy. These are tangible things. People need things. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And both of us want to take a moment to thank the viewers. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
everything. We certainly appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Well,
We
Steve, I
do.
want to thank you for taking the time to come here. And
Mhm. You're
we could
welcome.
talk about those things. And yes, you can make some money with stuff around the house, without a doubt, 100%. Just can make some money by selling them. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Steve. Anything else you want to add before we leave?
No, I'm good. I pretty much, made my point about the Apple Card or the
Yes.
Apple Pay
Okay.
and all that. So yeah,
Sounds really, really good. All right, everybody. Take good care. Thanks again, Steve. Everybody have an amazing, fantastic day. Don't forget to come back later today for some longer form content about 2 p.m. Eastern. And by the way, don't forget to visit the Everywhere with Steve Young 74 channel. He has a random channel, which means you're never going to get bored because you never know what you're going to get. He's a
right.
wide range of variety. Thanks again, Steve. Take care,
Mhm.
everyone. Have a
You're
great
welcome.
day. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Now let's see if this plays properly, everyone. Take good care.